Hey there guys, this is Untitled and welcome to a little bonus clip I have for you guys. So before we start off the video, I do want to show you the location of the treasure chest I missed in chapter 4. And so basically what happens is that after the bridge collapses, you simply need to head in this direction over here, and that's where the treasure chest is. This is actually the first treasure chest in the level. You just accidentally missed it in chapter 4. So all this little bonus clip here at the start of the video is to literally show you where that last treasure chest was. But now that we found that, the bonus clip is over, so I'll see you guys back at the main video. So see you there. Okay guys, this is Untitled and welcome back to a brand new episode of my Let's Play for Skylanders Swap Force for Nintendo Wii. This is episode number 6. So naturally in this episode we are going to be completing chapter 6 known as Iron Jaw Gulch to 100%. But first of all we're going to talk to Snaggle Scale, huh? Yeah, I totally believe every single word this guy says.
But their scoreboard didn't go any higher, and I was forced to retire.
Sure, Snaggle Scale, sure. But either way, as you can see, these are the arena modes, so this is basically the post-game content, and as I've mentioned before, this is a post-game content that I'm not going to be covering in this Let's Play.
Come back and see me any old time you want to try an arena challenge.
Not on this Let's Play, mate.
Over to see Tessa. Good luck, Skylander.
Okay, sorry if the audio echoed a bit there. I was just turning up the volume on my Wii gamepad instead of on the TV because my camera picks up the audio of the gamepad a whole lot more easier than what it does from the TV. But either way, let's be talking to Tessa and heading out for our next mission already.
There is no time to waste, Skylander. We've received news that Chaos's forces were seen heading towards the Baron's Desert. This means he must be going after the ancient Terra Squid. You should go to Ironjaw Gulch at once. The marshal there might know where the Terra Squid can be found.
Oh, I always get lost out there. It's a good thing I have the best pilot in all of Skylands going with me.
Where? I don't see him.
You ready to go?
Either way, let's get going to Ironjaw Gulch already. One of my favourite levels of the game. Love this one.
According to the map, Ironjaw Gulch is somewhere to the west. East. Either way, we're heading in the wrong direction. Probably. You know what? It'll be fine.
Of course it'll be fine.
Dude, your map's like kind of upside down.
You know what your problem is? You rely too much on maps and machines to find your way. You ignore your instincts.
I happen to like machines. And ignoring my instincts is the only reason I'm even getting on this bird.
All I'm saying is, if where you are is the place you're supposed to be, then you're never really lost.
I don't even know what you just said right there. But look, if we are lost, it's only because your squawk and feather matches here can't fly straight. You heard me.
Okay, now if that I call an all-out invasion.
It's nice to have doors.
Oh no, those airship pirates are attacking the city.
That's not the only thing. Look out! Whoa!
Okay, that was probably like the most epic way to take down a ship ever.
You just take 1 part cracker jack timing, add 17 parts pure liquid awesome, and boom! I call them Flintsticks. It's all up to you.
That's where I got Flynn's nickname from, guys.
For this, we need to have a talk about your catchphrase. But first, we've got to help the Skylanders take out the rest of those airships.
Loading. Yeah, I love this level, but this is a part of the level that I don't like, waiting for these loading screens to actually, you know, load. Come on, loading screen already. I know you're supposed to take forever, but come on, it can take forever minus 5. I don't even know what I was trying to say right there. But, Whatever it was, it couldn't have been important. Or maybe it was, it's just something important I messed up saying, like always.
Alright, Skylander, I'm Marshal Wheellock, the long teeth of the law in these parts. Them pirate airships is giving us a devil of a time, but if we can get up top and turn our cannons on them, it'll be a real turkey shoot.
I just realised I started off this level right here with terrible commentary, making no sense whatsoever, so I do want to go ahead and apologise about that, but that's because, like, literally my brain is all over the place after the day I just had at school today. It was A, boring, B, boring, and C, even more boring. So yeah, that's a problem, like, with school, when I do get bored, I don't focus, and then, like, when I don't focus, I kind of just, like, I don't know, I kind of just, like, lose my concentration. In fact, that's the complete opposite of what focusing is. But either way, there's our second Marshal Wheellock plushie, but either way, before we head through the bridge there, we're going to swap out our character for a giant, actually. And the giant we're swapping out for is a new genie. As you can see, she has some awesome light-up effects. But either way, you guys can tell I've had a rough day at school, because, like, me explaining how rough my day at school was even rough. But either way, enough about school, because, like, really, who wants to listen to me moan about school all day when you guys would rather see Skylanders? Because, hey, this is the best part of the school day, coming home and playing Skylanders. Man, I love these games. But either way, starting us off, we have our very first soul gem, who belongs to none other than Wind-Up. So we're going to be previewing this in Writer Memento here, and by in Writer Memento, I mean right now. So let's get previewing Wind-Up, one of my favourites. Love this guy. Only problem with this guy though is that, like, he's really, really awesome in this version of Skylanders, you know, the Sort of Force version. But Trap Team and onwards, he got nerfed and his attacks glitched, so, like, he's not very good from Trap Team onwards, which is a huge shame because, like I said, he's an awesome character. And I would actually like to, I would not mind seeing him reposed. Because he's definitely awesome enough and definitely deserves a repose and a second chance to get his attacks right. Because there's nothing wrong with the attacks themselves, the attacks are actually stupid overpowered. The only problem is that in the versions from Trap Team onwards, they're, like I said, glitched. So, like, basically, he has a charging attack, but the only problem is that he's a button masher. And so when it comes to later games, if you go to mash your buttons like you would with a Wind-Up's playstyle, the problem is that it charges up his attacks rather than mashing them. And so, of course, this makes them not as effective, because while his charging attack is awesome, it's not as good as his mashing attack, and you can't pull off his smashing attack because of those there glitches. So yeah, it goes from an absolutely outstanding character to a mediocre character, really. But still, his return would be welcomed. And either way, I changed to Ninjini for a very specific reason, and that very specific reason is actually right over here. As you can see, we have a giant's chest to open up. And of course, the element of the area is magic, so you know, what better character is there that fits both the giant counterpart and the magic counterpart in Ninjini? Answer, no one, because Ninjini is the only magic giant. But either way, we need a rocket swap character, so we're gonna go with Magna Jet, I believe his name is. Like I said, it's hard to memorize all of these names sometimes. Yep, Nitro Magna Jet. What an awesome name. But either way, without further ado, we're going to get into it here, and hopefully I don't fail. Oh, and one thing I did do is that I put the difficulty back up to hard again. Because if you guys remember, for the boss fight, I put it down to easy, but that's just so that I could get the 3 stars a whole lot more easier. But now I can assure you it's back on hard difficulty, because, you know, these games are much more fun when they actually have challenge, even though, like, even on the hardest of hardest difficulties, which is, of course, the Nightmare mode, I don't find that too hard myself. Except the Trap Team. That Trap Team is stupid difficult if you don't use the villains. If you use the villains, though, then the Trap Team Nightmare mode is an absolute joke until you get to Chaos. Like, when you fight Chaos, oh, shoot. This is what happens when you commentate, you get hit so easily. But either way, when it comes to the Chaos boss fight in Trap Team and Nightmare mode, that boss fight is so tough. Like, honestly, villains will barely even help you, because villains can only withstand 2 hits before they have to change back because of their timers. He literally, Chaos damage deals that much damage on Nightmare mode. It's insane. like Nightmare mode on Trap Team, when it comes to fighting Chaos, he like absolutely annihilates the characters purely because of how fast he can get rid of the villains timer, and then how long it takes for us to have to swap back. But either way, we got some more winged gems, so that is exciting to say the least, and we also got a legendary treasure. Nice and awesome. So our legendary treasure is none other than a Jolly Greeble, plus 10 maximum health, which is actually very useful, so I can't wait to be equipping that. We got some more mines right here, so we got to watch out for those. I think I've hit enough mines this episode already without needing to hit more. But either way, the handle's missing, so we need to head into this room over here to recover that handle.
I reckon if you can get a good rhythm going on them hoedown squares, it'll turn the beat around.
So basically, as for translation, all it's asking you to do is bounce on all of these here, like, drums without hitting the ground, because if you hit the ground, that's going to ruin the rhythm, and you know, you don't want to ruin the rhythm. But either way, those challenges get much more harder later on. In fact, there's even going to be an elemental gate that focuses around that. That's much more tougher. You can count on that. And another thing you can count on me on is collecting handles, apparently, according to that little kangaroo right there. Okay, these guys are absolutely no threat whatsoever, but then again, that's the same with every single Greeble in the game. And he's just like, wait, what? What did I do? Answer, nothing, dude, nothing. Except for slamming people. I suppose that's something, but still. Okay, time to take out these guys. Man, this guy, Magna, like, the Magna half is so overpowered with his, like, magnet gun. Like, boom, you guys know how much I love doing that. Oh, it's so fun. Okay, looks like I'm just out of range for that, so we're going to get in close. Boom, got him. This combination actually makes for some really great combos. Like, you can pick up an enemy, launch them down, and then start hitting them with a jet. So it's actually a really good combination, one that I've been quite enjoying so far. Boom. There we go, nice, that's exactly what I wanted. Yes. Okay, so now let's take out this here warship. Okay, so we got a dig zone right there, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. We're going to worry about the tech and air elemental gate first and foremost. So let's head into this here location. So Skylanders have the air element of strong ember zone, but luckily for us, Magnet Jet is half air, so we will in fact get the air elemental bonus. But either way, this area is centralised around platforming and avoiding these mines right here, so basically focus on that and that alone, and you should be very successful with this zone, hopefully. Because we're not about failure on this channel, we're about success and trying our hardest. Okay, looks like we've got some enemies to take out, but you know, these guys are going to be no problem whatsoever. Ow! Right when I say that as well. I need to stop getting so cocky. Either way, they're all taken out. So, crisis averted. And so right over here we have our, like, nice little present. I'm not going to worry about heading over to get the other gold from the bounce pads. And then, purely because, you know, it's just a bit of gold. Not to mention the gold will go to waste with this guy purely because, he's already maxed out on gold and all that fun stuff. Most of my characters are, because of how much I'm addicted to these games. Either way, let's get down to that dig zone and be completing that. Hopefully that will have the same level of success as that gate. So let's be swapping to a dig character, such as Blast Driller, why not? This will make for an interesting combination, I'm sure. I think Gorilla Driller, out of all of the swappers, has the most potential to have a repose, because his bottom half could be like it is now, rather than Drill. So like that could look like a really awesome bottom half. As for his top half, however, there isn't as much you could do with that, but for bottom half, most certainly. Him and Free Ranger, they definitely have the most biggest potential for reposes. But either way, here's our first gem, so let's be collecting that. Okay, now we got to wait for the train car to come past. There we go. So now let's keep moving. Whoa, boy, that was really close right there. But close ain't good enough, Mr. Minecart. You ain't damaging us on this day. Whoa, that was close. My impatience almost got the best of me. That is why they say patience is a virtue, because it literally is a virtue. Like, not many people have patience, but people who do have patience, you know, things go so much better for them sometimes. Unless, of course, it's a speed run, because in a speed run, slow and steady does not win the race, I can guarantee you that much. Ooh, I thought I did enough button mashing, but it would seem not. But that doesn't matter, because what does matter is the success for this here zone, because we did in fact manage to find all 3 of the crystals. And as for the winged gems, we collected 1. Yeah, I don't really mind it all that much though. Oh, but we did get a winged sapphire, and that's very useful, much more so than what the winged gems were. So we got a 2% discount, and like I said, those things accumulate very, very quickly, so it makes for a very high discount once you get a load of them. But either way, right up here we have another Marshall Wheellock plushie, so that's 3 of 5. So now we have some more drums to be bouncing on. Hopefully I don't mess up, because it's very easy to mess up on these. What you've literally got to do is like miss the drums completely, and trust me, that's much more easier to do than it sounds. And we have a loading screen. How exciting! But I tell you what, these levels on the Wii certainly feel like they're shorter than one of the Armor console versions, when they're really, really not. They actually take longer to complete because of these loading screens. I mean, like in all the other console versions, they do have like a little bit of extra content, sure. But really that shouldn't be enough to make these, for Wii version, feel that much more shorter. But wow, that was actually a really fast loading screen. I wasn't expecting it to be like that quick, but hey, I'm not moaning, mind you. And right up here we have a treasure chest, so the only way you're going to be able to get to this treasure chest is by jumping through these mines at the right point, so when basically this gap is available to you. And that's our first of 3 treasure chests. Hopefully I didn't miss one, because if I did, that would be an epic failure on my behalf. But another way you could get that treasure chest is you could just take the damage like a man and just jump through the minefield. Okay, what you can do is you can bounce on these beds, and once you bounce on them enough, they break. Now, I know one of them has a plushie, but I can't remember which one. Oh, there it is. Yep, that's 4 or 5 plushies. So yeah, that is a nice little addition that you can break for beds, but I feel sorry for whoever's bed that was, because like we destroyed the mattress and all, so what are they gonna sleep on now, huh? Yeah, Skylanders are such jerks, I just noticed that. Well, then again, I say I just noticed that. I've actually been, like, hinting towards that in several different videos before about the fact that how Skylanders are really not heroes. But, hey, that's a top 10 for another day. But what is a video for today, you're probably asking? Well, simply put, completing this here level, which hopefully that won't turn out too troublesome for us. I mean, like, we've got bounce pads, so that's a good start, because who doesn't like bounce pads? And then right here we have Grim Creeper's Soul Gem. An awesome addition to our team. So let's get previewing him, shall we? Yeah, this guy's awesome as well. He's not as good as Roller Brawl, and in fact he's probably one of my least favourite undeads overall, but he's still pretty cool. One thing I like about him is that his moveset is slightly more in-depth than a bunch of other characters, so he has a very, very nice moveset, that's basically what I'm saying, and that's definitely the highlight of the character. Now, as you can see, we have more beds that we could destroy, but because I'm feeling nice, I'm not going to destroy any more beds. Plus, like, I wouldn't exactly like it if, like, a Skylander came into my room and started jumping on my bed and destroyed everything, including the mattress. You know, I wouldn't be the most appreciative of people right then and there. But either way, it's time for a firefight right here. A firefight which the good guys are losing, but now that we're here, we're gonna reinforce them and make sure that we win, basically. So yeah, that's all of that sorted. Now we've just got the second airship to take down. But man, we've almost finished the level. Out of all the levels that are not like dedicated to boss fights, this one's probably the shortest. Like this one, you can complete in half an hour. And in fact, I think I might even complete it in half an hour, but we shall see about that one. But either way, right here we have the Everlasting Kangaroo. For the Giants Let's Play, I remember how we had levels that were like 50 minutes long in the Let's Play. Even though those levels were way shorter than these Swap Force ones. It's like, I just find it kind of funny, that's all. I find it funny how, like, Giants I took my time with, and this one I'm, like, rushing through it near enough. Well, not rushing through it, I'm still enjoying it, obviously. I mean, like, I'm having tons of some fun with this right now. But I'm just, like, going through it much faster, and it feels way more fast-paced to me, really. You know, that's why I think this one's better than Giants, even though Giants is still a great game. Like, every game in this franchise is good, no doubt about it, but there are ones that are better than others, obviously. But either way, we need the assistance of a tech scanner right now, so we're gonna go with Springtime Trigger Happy. Okay, let's be taking out these crates then, shall we? Because who likes crates, right? I mean, like, you wouldn't want to keep crates around, especially if you know there's gold inside. So, you know, if you know there's gold inside, you're going to destroy that crate. Nature and all. Either way, this zone right here is basically focused primarily on platforming, and I have no problem with that because I'm good at platforming. And even better, it's a 2D section, so my depth perception is not going to get the best of me here. Plenty of gold over here as well, which is good because I can't recall if Springtime Trigger Happy is fully upgraded or not. I'm pretty sure he's missing 1 or 2, so that's going to definitely help him in the long run to achieve all of those upgrades. But either way, one thing they did with this game is that it changed for scaling of like damage. So like lots of Skylanders do more damage now, but they have less health as a result. So basically they changed up the damage to health scale, which was a welcome change in all fairness, so I don't mind that change. But the thing with Trigger Happy is that not only does he get higher damage, but he also gets more health, because he was the only one that really needed more health. Because Trigger Happy before, even when he was leveled up to 15 Giants, he still only had 500 odd health. And I think they did the same with Boomer as well. I think Boomer has slightly more health in this version. But everyone else, they have less health and more damage output. And since then, like, they've changed the scales pretty much every time, like the scales of damage output and health and stuff. And it's weird, why not just keep with the same scale? Like, that would make PYP much more easier. But either way, it seems like the element of life is now stronger in the zone, so we're going to go with another Swap Force combination in the form of Stink Shift. This is a very interesting combination, I do have to admit. But anything that combines with Shift is a good combination, because you get a second life, and also Shift is a really good bottom half in the fact that it's very, very quick in its teleportation, better than the Loop bottom half. Like, if you had to choose between Hoot Loop and Night Shift or a Teleport Skylander, pick Night Shift, trust me, he's better. But either way, let's try not to mess this up here. If we mess this up, then we're screwed when it comes to the later section, because trust me, it's like 5 times harder than this. But either way, here's our bridge piece, so we need to return this to the switch right here. And then, of course, we will gain access to the next area. And ow, that mine hurt. Yeah, do you think we've been hit by enough mines this episode yet? I don't think so. But either way, what happens here is that when you enter that zone, these platforms will pile up behind you, so you simply need to head back in order to pick up your story scroll. So it's kind of just a bit of backtracking, so nice and easy collectible in all fairness. And here we have the glass hat. This is a very intriguing story scroll.
Hats made entirely of glass were all the rage in Skylanders. This prompted the king of the desert to spend his entire fortune constructing the largest one ever seen. After several unfortunate accidents,
I wonder why.
hats were all deemed illegal and banned from Skylands. But the one in Iron Jaw Gulch remains to this day.
Wait, glass hats cause accidents? I wonder how that happened. Not like it was made of glass or anything. Yeah, me and my sarcasm again. But hey, it makes for interesting commentary for at least I hope it does. Okay, this fight could be going a little bit better for us right now. But it's going alright, you know, we're not losing, so that's what matters. Boom, take that, sucker. Yeah, there we go. Suck 'em out. So now let's enter this life zone, and best thing about this life zone is that Stink Shift can heal up right here. Well, I say this section was much harder. This section on the Wii is actually really easy, but on all the other versions, this sector is slightly harder because you have more platforms to worry about, and some of the platforms are spinning as well. Like, I keep on forgetting that the Wii version is actually very different to all the other versions, because I played the Xbox 360 version recently, and that is so different to this one. Like, it's so hard to get adjusted to this one after playing the Xbox 360 version. So, like, if you have to choose between getting the Wii version or getting the version on a different console, get it on the different console. Like, trust me, the Wii is the worst port of this game by a long shot. The only reason why I'm using the Wii to play this one is because it's the only way I can capture the footage by using the Wii U gamepad and all that. But either way, there's the last of the Marshall Wheel Lock plushies, and right here we have the teleport zone. Okay, now I just gotta wait for those blasts to clear up, like that. Okay, and there's our gem. So we have 2 of the thingies collected. There we go, nice. We got a good job indeed. And a hamburger, delicious. I mean, like, who don't like hamburgers? Hamburgers are delicious. I just realised that is a very funny way of saying delicious, but you know what, we're gonna stick with it. There we go, we got onto the final phase right here, so are we going to be successful? Spoiler alert, yes we are. Okay, oh no! That's me getting cocky, but the thing is that the graphics in this game are so bad I didn't even notice that that platform was falling down. But either way, let's try this again, you know, learn from our mistakes, try not to be too A, cocky, and B, impatient. Because that's what really truly got me, being impatient right now. Okay, here's the second, like, orb thingy. Okay, we're gonna get the third orb thingy without getting winged gem, because, like, I don't care about getting winged gem, because Stink right here is at maximum gold. But either way, there's our prism thingy, and it seems like our winged gem has came to this here location this time. There's our second prism of this phase, and there's our third and final one. So on to the final phase, so we're going to complete it successfully. I would say spoiler alert, yes we are, but you know, I'm definitely not going to say that again, especially after what happened last time. Okay, we got the wing gem successfully this time, so that's definitely a much better start than before. Okay, that was very risky, but it paid off in the long run. Whoa boy, okay, that was also risky, but hey, no risk, no reward, right? And our reward is, of course, success. So boom, there's our swap challenge completed. So not only is our reward success, but we also get the reward of 2 wing gems and a hat, I believe this one is. Yep, the half a dasher. Sorry about that, guys, I accidentally hit the camera there with the Wii remote. You see, this is why remotes are dangerous, man. They hit things way too easily. But either way, this hat gives us an additional 40 maximum health. So of course we're going to wear it. I want that additional 40 health, man. Whoa, that was close. Okay, here's our last treasure chest, I believe. Yep, that is indeed the last one. Okay, now let's take out this Chompy Pod because it's annoying me, and by taking out the Chompy Pod, we gain access to a bounce pad, which also gives us access to Gorilla Driller's Soul Gem right here. So let's get right into previewing that bad boy. Or should I say bad monkey? Bad monkey. He reminds me of Donkey Kong though, so good monkey because I like Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong. Yeah, I love that rap from Super Smash Bros. It's an awesome rap. Either way, let's be collecting that gold right there and taking out the Chompy, nevertheless. Nice, okay, there's all of that gold collected. and some more enemies that want to die by the looks of it. So we're going to give them their wish and defeat them. Take that. Boom. Yeah. That's how you do it, people. I'm really liking this combination, actually. It's working out really well for me here. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, because if I did, that would not be too particularly great. But I'm thinking that I got, I think I got everything this time, so, if I have, then that would very much be, awesome, to say the least. Whoa, ow, that hurt a lot. Okay, take that, you stupid thing. Whatever you are, I don't even know. Okay, that fire golem hurt, but not that much. You know, we can take it. We can take it like a man, or should I say, like a skunk. Whoa, boy, watch out for that, though. Try not to get too cocky for once. Oh, ow. Yeah, you see, this is what happens when you get cocky. You get hit. But either way, it's time to take out that last ship with the most, with the worst transition from level to cutscene ever. Like, honestly, that transition could have been so much better, but that transition kind of sucks, in all fairness. But what doesn't suck is the fact that we got triple stars, oh yeah. And we also completed 4 collards, so we got 4 additional stars for that. And that allowed us to rank up to Portal Master rank 7, so that's awesomeness. And the very meaning of the word right now.
Before messing with Gulch again. That was really something, Mr. Flynn. Appreciate all the help.
I know. The Skylanders were incredible, right? I mean, kablam! And Flynn, you were amazing. You know, for a guy who rocks a scarf.
Yeah. Nice contributing all around. You know what? Not everyone can pull off that scarf, so that's, something.
Well, I'm glad we got that straight. Listen, Mr. Wheellip, we're kind of looking for a big ancient squiddy thingy. Seen him?
No, sir. Can't say that I have. But I do know a fellow over in Motleyville whom I could help. The train will take you right there. But that'll probably be down for days. Weeks.
We'll take Whiskers. He's less likely to explode.
Well, however you get there, just ask for Sharkfin. He ain't hard to miss.
Sharkfin? That crook?
Relax, I've dealt with these tough guy types a long time. You just leave the negotiating to old Captain Flynn. Boom.
Yeah, if we actually do that, then that's not going to work out very well for us in the long run. You interest me in that, guys. And we are graced with yet another loading screen. How exciting, not really. Hashtag not really. Man, I need to stop using hashtags. Hashtag don't use for hashtags, I say hashtag.
Welcome back,
Mostly because there's probably an actual hashtag.
next adventure. Go see Tibbet. He's an old treasure hunter that has come here to meet you.
Oh, I will not mind doing that, but we're going to do that on the next episode. So that's it for this here episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.